Welcome to day 16 of our 40 days prayer and fasting. We thank God for the far He has brought us. We are already about 40% in our fast, and that's a great movement. Whether you tried but you didn't get to today, you tried and stopped at wherever, it doesn't matter. God doesn't look at the length. He looks at the intention and the motive behind your fast. And I just want to tell us today that God can restore. God can restore whatever the enemy has ever stolen from you. And today, being on a Sabbath, I've spent half of my day in church. So I'm just from church. It was a great sermon. And today I just want to talk a little about our theme. We are talking about the altar of restoration and favor. At the altar is where we can be restored, and at the altar is where we can receive the favor of God. And God is not choosy. God is very generous to everyone. God doesn't have a favorite person. We are all children of God and we are all His favorite. Sometimes you can look at yourself and say, I am not worth even being a child of God. But when God looks at us, He looks at us the same way. And that's why I'm always telling us, there is no one who's ever going to go on their knees to pray for you better than you can for yourself to God directly. Jesus Christ is our only advocate. He's the only person that when you pray through, God will automatically listen. Okay? So at the altar is only where even the dry bones can live because of restoration. There is so much power in restoration and favor. Favor makes you to be in position that you're not even worth of. People will be asking themselves, how did she get there? How did he get there? Just because God laid for you. Before you reached at that place, God was already there before you. Before you even opened your mouth to speak, God already spoke before you. So now that you're talking about the altar of restoration and revival, I want us to know that God is in a position to restore anything that you've ever lost in your life, anything that you feel delayed, anything that you feel has been stagnant. At this point, it's gonna start moving in accordance to God's will and purpose. All that you need to be obedient, go back to your knees. That is where the power of God is. The power of God is at your knees. At the altar is where there is exchange. That is where God will exchange the garment of stagnation and delay with the garment of speedy. You're going to receive everything in accordance to God's will and purpose, because God is telling us in the book of Jeremiah, I have got great plans for you, plans for prosperity and plans not to harm you. So just pray that these powerful words manifest itself over your lives, and in God's timing is going to make everything happen. God is restoring everything in your life, your job, your marriage, your relationship, your business. Just by believing and having faith in Him, everything is going to be restored, because He's even telling us in the book of John that whatever you've ever lost, I am going to return it back 7 times. So we are entering into a season of multiplication of whatever you have. Ask God to always bless the work of your hands, that whatever you touch is blessed. Whatever you start doing multiplies. In Jesus' name.